Okay, well, welcome to the fourth Quattro episode of our cruising journey. And currently we are a long way from where we're going to talk about. We're in Isla Coronados, just outside of Laredo in the Sea of Cortez, and enjoying some nice warm weather down here. But we're going to go back to Monterey, which was not as nice and warm.
It was lovely.
It was lovely, but it was fine.
Yes.
It was not warm.
But we'll let the me from several months ago catch us up on where we were and what we were doing and going. So, me, take it away. So that's where I fell in the water on paddleboards. This has been such an amazing time in Monterey. I have loved it. I'm actually surprised at how much I loved it, considering how much time we spent in Monterey, but it was a completely different experience. Like, the sea life was insane. The sea lions, when we'd walk up to the beach, it was like mayhem, absolute mayhem. But the otters, oh my god, like everything about it was really, really awesome. But now we're leaving for our first overnight, and I am super excited about it. We're going to Morro Bay. I am fully expecting to see some whales, maybe even a dolphin or two on our way down, so I'm really excited about the sail and the cruise. But really excited to get this first overnight under our belts. I feel like it's a really great learning for us, learning experience, and I'm just stoked, like super stoked. It's going to be an amazing sail. The wind is going to get really light overnight, which actually will make the day a bit easier, or the night a bit easier, because we know we're going to have to put the motor on, so we won't have to worry about sails for our first overnight, which is probably good for the first time, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Alright, so we left around mid-morning, made our way past Cannery Row, which is where former Shan was talking about our experiences there, out past the point, and made our way southward. Under sail,
Yeah, we got our sails up right away, leaving the harbor, which was really cool.
It was excellent. We didn't expect that much, but had a nice sail through the day. And saw those funky dolphins.
Yes, well, of course, first we did see one whale tail. Yes!
Oh, yes.
Yes, I got it! We did get a very exciting whale tail.
Yes.
But that was the only whale at that moment. And then we saw these really cool porpoises.
Porpoises?
Dolphins?
Funky dolphins?
Dolphins, funky dolphins.
Yeah, they had white heads and very short snouts. And
completely different to anything that we've seen before or since.
We looked it up and we think they're Risso's dolphins.
Yeah, but if anybody knows what these dolphins are, any of our friends and family, or future us,
well, hopefully future us will know, because
hopefully
our friends and family will let us know.
Yes, so if anybody does recognize these dolphins, they were really cool and very different. I was thinking that they were gonna come and play on the bow, because I had been looking forward to that moment for so long. But they just cruised around us and then left us. But they were really cool.
They were very porpoiseful.
They were porpoiseful.
Risso's dolphins are snobs.
Yeah. But then the sail was awesome. So it was pretty swelly. We were learning different configurations, trying different things out as we were going. But we had thought it was going to be a lot of motoring all day. But we ended up getting a great sail in, and went a little bit out of the way to continue sailing.
Well, that's right. So we added a few miles by heading out into the Pacific. Ended up, I think, about 20-something odd miles out there.
Yeah.
But we're having a nice sail and making some southward, so that worked for us. And got ready for our first ever overnight passage, which was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was fun. Andy went and did a really thorough boat inspection to make sure that everything was what we needed it to be, to have a very safe overnight passage. We had tucked down the mainsail, and at that stage we're just on jib only.
So we dropped the jib and mooted. No, we ran for a while, didn't we?
Yeah. But when you went to go check all the boat stuff,
responsible skippering.
Yeah, it was fun. And then we did end up getting the motor on, dropping the jib. We just had a kind of a little bit of a challenge keeping the jib full with the swells that we had. And then I went down to make dinner. It's different. You learn what is easy and what is not easy. And I kind of had expected that sailing and making dinner might not work for the first passage, so at least I had some microwave stuff. But even microwaving was just a little ridiculous.
It was tasty, as I recall.
You ready for your first watch?
I'm ready for my first night watch.
Yay! Woo! That was a big swell.
It's swelly. Can't see anything. It's a little bit foggy.
You chilly?
Good.
You're good?
I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna head down and get a nap.
You go sleep.
I love you.
Bye.
So was there anything about the overnight sail that you surprised or delighted you?
Actually, I was surprised at how straightforward it was. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. It all went according to plan. It was a nice overnight. It was wet. I remember that. It was.
Yeah.
If it wasn't drizzling, then there was so much moisture in the air. It was just like condensating. We were both got pretty wet, even with the bimini up sheltering us.
And full fowlies, like our fowlies were soaked.
Yeah, well, the fowlies didn't really come off until much later than what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good night. What did you think?
I loved it. I loved being sort of, and not to be offensive, but I loved being alone in the cockpit, and just having that time where you're just kind of by yourself, and there's like this, like amazing just around you, like the ocean is, but it's dark, and I don't know, it was crazy, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I had a dance party, so that was fun.
Well, yeah, to keep warm.
Yeah.
and stay awake, because there wasn't really too much to look at. It was foggy. The wake was mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Because that's about all you could see.
Yeah.
Apart from that, watching the radar, obviously.
But listening to the waves hit the boat, it's
a cool experience.
Yeah.
I was too polite to say how nice it is to sit in the cockpit by yourself, but you touched on it, so that's good. And then the morning, it was dawn as we got close to Morro Bay.
Okay, so it's almost 6:30 in the morning after our first overnight. Andy is getting a little bit of rest, which is great. We have still only a couple more hours to go before we get to the entrance of Morro Bay. But check this out as the sun is starting to come up. It is foggy as, and so still. Like, there's true wind is 1.9 knots. It's crazy beautiful.
And the famous Morro Rock. Not the best view of Morro Rock on approach, but we'll take the calm seas any day. Which we saw a little bit of.
It was very foggy. There were fishing boats all over the place. And it was really interesting coming in with how much fog there was. And it sort of, the sunset didn't really, or the sunrise didn't come out. It just sort of got lighter, which was cool. It was my passage.
Less gloomy.
Yeah, less gloomy. So it was beautiful. Baby, how you doing? I'm doing good.
I don't even know that song.
But I did enjoy the antics that you put with it. I'm doing good. I'm doing fun.
What is that?
Doing good as hell.
Oh, good as hell.
Good job. Morro Bay.
Morro Bay, here we are.
It is lovely, and you can see everything.
See those things now. We can see enough, and look, it's flat, so that's good.
It is so calm. I love it. And then
The welcoming committee.
the best welcoming committee in the history of welcoming committees.
Well, certainly this that we've seen today.
Well, yes.
Yeah, it'll be hard to beat that one.
Yeah. So I've always, wanted to have dolphins on the bow, but having seals on the stern.
Yeah, the couple or several young sea lions who were decided just to play in our wake and followed us pretty much all the way into the harbour entrance. So we watched them for quite a while. And they were having a good time.
They were having a good time. It was super, super cool.
We were having a good time.
Always.
Yeah. This is quite the welcome party in Morro Bay.
And then we grabbed a mooring ball. Got really lucky to pick up one of the big municipal mooring balls.
Yeah, there's 3 of them right there, right off the centre of town, which was great, and wasn't too hard to pick them up, despite practicing with the grabber stick thing that we have.
Yes.
The mooring, what is it?
The hook and loop.
The hook and loop, yeah. So grabbed the ball, but the thing that we found very quickly was that it's a massive metal mooring ball, and as the tide changed, it came up and bumped against the hull, which was not desirable. Our paintwork does not want to have that sort of thing happening very much. So as soon as I heard the first thunk, we had to work out what to do, and managed
Andy
it.
worked out what to do. I tell you, I'm so lucky all the time getting to sail with him, but as soon as he heard any type of noise, he was on the researching and figured out how to set our rudder so that way we would kind of sail around.
Yeah. So in a strong tide or current, like there is in Morro Bay, you just put the wheel hard over so that the boat sails around the mooring ball.
Yeah.
And as the tide changed, we would just sail around it.
So it was like one and done.
Yeah.
Andy figured it out immediately, and we didn't have an issue for the rest of the stay there. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then after Andy fixed the issues, it was just nice kind of getting to kick back. And of course, otters.
Otters. So many otters. I think I've used up my oddly adorable otter joke.
Yes, I think a couple times.
Yeah.
But it's one of my utterly favorite jokes that you have.
No, we're just being oddly ridiculous.
Anyhow.
I promise that is the last oddly ridiculous otter joke that you will hear from us.
Yeah, but it was awesome getting to sit back, and then that sunset that first day was just phenomenal.
Sunsets are amazing there, and with Morro Rock,
Yeah.
because it looks like a Moroccan turban. Amazing feature.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a really nice town too.
It really is. And then we had a really nice, calm and quiet night that I think we both really took advantage of a good sleep.
No sea lions.
I mean, I did miss the sea lions, but the quiet was pretty nice.
It was very nice. I was delighted by the lack
Yeah.
of sea lions. But we had a great time there. We did, paddleboarding and there are so many birds in Morro Bay.
Oh my gosh, the birds.
Cranes, lots and lots and lots of seagulls, lots of pelicans, including, I think we saw like 3 pure white pelicans.
Oh my gosh, the white pelicans.
Yeah.
Were really cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, I
Never
think
seen that.
there's a little video of white pelicans, but they
And
were
the-
beautiful.
And all the stilted, like the shorebirds who were on both in the estuary and outside on the beach where we went over that day.
Yeah. paddleboarded down to the dunes, hiked the dunes over to the Pacific Ocean.
We hiked the dunes of the Cape.
Yes.
But not after midnight.
There were no pina coladas. Oh my God, we're going off the rails on this one.
We are.
This is pretty rad.
Yeah. Morro Rock.
Yeah, so we paddled over through the little harbor and left our paddleboards, and did the little ocean tour to the ocean.
Okay, so paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding.
Paddle
We
birding?
did. We
We
were
did some
watching
paddle
birds
birding.
on paddleboards. So we did some paddleboarding.
Yeah, we're really back on the rails. Yeah, so paddleboarding, paddlebirding, and exploring town, and had a nice time. And it's a small town, but it's very much a fishing village in the American style.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And then we had Emily and John come and stay with us.
Yes.
Hadn't seen Emily in a long time.
It had been a while since we saw Emily, and we met John for the first time, and just awesome to hang out, catch up. They went for a sunset paddleboard. You probably saw some paddle birds. But it was so nice having them on board and adding to our
Polaroid collection.
Polaroid
Yeah,
collection.
Polaroid pals.
Polaroid pals. So that was super fun. But then it was time to get the boat ready to go around Conception.
Point Conception, the big one.
Conception.
One of the great capes of the world. Were
Yes,
we
but
salty
we'll-
enough for it? I don't know.
Well, stay tuned for episode 5.
Coming in any month.
Any month from now.
In a month.
Whenever we get to it. So stay tuned for that. Are you still here watching us? Even old us? Did you hang out to the end?
I wandered off for an extra helping of tapioca pudding.
I want my pudding.
I want my...
I probably refilled my wine glass 3 times by now. So, cheers.
Cheers. See you next time. I hope people are half as entertained by these as we are.
I don't know if that recorded.
You're freaking joking.
No, I think maybe there's some record. I don't know.